Age Wave, a company led by Ken Dychtwald, pretty well known in the aging space, conducted a survey sponsored by actually an owner of continuing care retirement communities, looking at the myths associated with living in continuing care retirement communities. You know, the communities where you go in, you can start in independent living, and as you need more progressive care, you can go into assisted living and then skilled nursing as well. So some of the myths they uncovered in talking to people are as follows, and we'll list, I think there were 5 of them. So first, home is the best possible place to live as you age. And what Ken and the people from Age Wave argue is that really your home evolves over your lifetime, just like you wouldn't live in a college dorm after you graduated and got married, and likewise you probably wouldn't live in the house after you got married when you started having kids. Your house evolves, and it's really about freedom and convenience and what's the best fit for you in the future. A lot of people noted that they thought that their lifestyles will be limited by going into a CCRC, and the study authors basically counter that with the fact that there's a lot of freedom in what you can do in a CCRC, and there is lots to do, and I can attest to that personally. Home is the best place, another myth, to have a great social life. I agree that it could be if you're in good health and your friends are still in the vicinity, but a lot of times what happens with elders is they face isolation and loneliness. So going into a CCRC gives them new connections and relations. It's less expensive and more financially secure to stay in my house. Now this one, I'm not sure if I actually totally agree with the researchers, but they're contending that it may actually cost more to maintain your home as you grow older. Obviously the home is aging, so there's more expense, but you're aging as well and you can't do it, so you have to hire others to do it. And of course in the CCRC, everything is taken care for you. Another myth, it's easy to get care at home. I think it is actually getting easier and easier to get care at home, and as the continuum of care evolves and aging in place really takes hold and more people want to live in their home, I think the coordination of care will evolve. Now right now it's probably not the best, and the authors are probably right. Right now it's probably not the best place to get the care you need, and obviously they're making an argument for wanting people to at least look at CCRCs as a housing arrangement. It's filled with old people who are sick and dying. Well, that's a common misconception. I visit and entertain in many of these places. There's vibrant people there, and actually it's not places to die. As I say, it's a place to start a new chapter in your life. Now, little caveat here, or my own opinion I should say, is that, first of all, remember that this was done by Age Wave, but it was sponsored by an owner of continuing care communities. So what do they want? They want people to go into continuing care communities. Frankly, there's a have and have not situation here, because most people cannot afford the entry fees to go into continuing care retirement communities and then the monthly fee to live there. So there really is a dichotomy in care, and I think this message is really meant for a certain segment of the population that can afford it, and there's certainly a segment that can't. CCRCs could be good for you, but you'll have to do your own investigating, and it's about your own lifestyle choices. For me, at least for right now, I'm in my 50s. I'm envisioning retrofitting my house to aging in place, and so are our friends. So we think we're going to stay, at least for a very long time. And as you can see in this space too, people are entering CCRCs, assisted living and nursing, much older than they did in the past. But again, it's about that educated aging. How do you age financially, physically, and emotionally to be able to prepare for aging so that it doesn't creep up and become a crisis for you? Thanks.